Here's the cultural myth breakdown. Let's stay here just for a minute. I'm going to break down some myths, some things that we have just really dropped the ball on, things that we've just allowed. Let's break them down clearly because this is where culture hides. Okay? Here's a myth. She didn't fight back. Trauma science, and we talked a little bit about this in an earlier podcast. It shows that freezing is one of the most common survival responses. It really is. There's fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. When someone freezes, their nervous system shuts down. Their nervous system shuts down movement for why? To survive. So when someone says she or he didn't fight, what they're really saying is, I don't understand trauma biology, or I don't understand basic biology. Freezing is not permission. They're protecting themselves. So we let that shit go. Here's another myth. She didn't say no. He or she didn't say no. Silence is also not consent. Professionals are super clear on this, guys. Consent requires active participation. Do you remember the example I was talking about? It's getting hot and heavy. It's enthusiastic on both ends. Pay attention to it. If only one person is enthusiastic and the other person doesn't recognize that, you have to be open to understanding what is happening in a hot and heavy situation like that. You can tell if it's enthusiastic participation, and that's what consent requires. You know, survivors often don't say no because they're scared or shocked. It's confusing. They've learned in the past that resistance can lead to some type of escalation. Not saying no does not fucking mean yes. I know that may sound hard, guys, but it really isn't. It really isn't. Sometimes not saying no is just a form of survival. All right, here's another myth. They were dating. Dating increases vulnerability, yes? It does not eliminate assault. In fact, statistics consistently show that most sexual assaults are committed by someone the victim knows. Familiarity does not equal safety. Trust can be violated. And when it is, the shit cuts deep. It cuts very deep, all right? Another myth. She was drinking. He was drinking. If someone is intoxicated to the point their judgment is impaired, guess what? They cannot legally or ethically consent. Here's the real accountability moment. If someone is too intoxicated to drive, they're too intoxicated to consent. Period. That's it. That's it. That's a tough one for a lot of people. Consent has to be enthusiastic. Here's another myth. She went back. One of the previous episodes I had was talking about trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is real. Okay, attachment does not invalidate harm at all. Abuse often exists inside a cycle. Okay, that cycle goes like this. Harm, apology, affection, hope, repeat. Okay, harm, the abuse, whether it's physical, psychological, emotional, sexual. Afterwards, there's the apology, and it's heartfelt. Oftentimes it's heartfelt. And then there's affection. And then the person being abused, that creates hope for them. This person can change. They can love. They can change. And then it repeats. Returning does not erase violation. Okay? It often reflects emotional dependency, and all that is shaped by trauma. Understand that.